Good afternoon, friends, and a happy Thursday to you. It's Kat here, and I thought today I'd stop by and say hello. I hope you're having a fabulous Thursday afternoon. And I also wanted to stop in. I thought now is a good time for me to start doing some videos of the Young Living Essential Rewards orders that we receive here every month. My husband and I both, we each get an essential reward order, and today his came. Mine's on the 5th of each month, and his is on the 19th. So I thought I'd go over each product with you guys and let you guys see what we got today. And it's like Christmas every time they show up, so I'm all excited about what we've got today. So first off, let me grab our papers, and you always get an awesome newsletter from Young Living, and it just tells you everything that's going on this month and all the fun stuff. And we've got convention coming up in June. How exciting for that. And then it tells you all the rank qualifications, everyone that is moving up and doing awesome in their business. And we have Silverbound that's just been started this last month. So anyway, and then we have, a message from Mary Young. Uh, I'll have to read that for sure. All right, and then we have our order. So let's see. First off, let's get this because I don't want it to break. But this month's Essential Rewards promo, we were able to get a beautiful glass spray bottle that's Thieves. And the cool thing about this is that on the back of it, it has all of the ratios to either make a heavy cleaning. It shows you do 15 to 1, so it shows you put this much of these and this much water. And if you want to do just general cleaning, you're going to do 30 to 1. And let's see, it says fill water to each line, then add 1 cap of Thieves. And then light cleaning, you would add 50 to 1. Very cool, beautiful. I did hear, I'm lucky because I did hear they ran out this month. Um, ran out of these. So I'm very happy I was able to get one. All right. So that's here. Okay. Now we've got Digest. Okay. And when Young Living sends you your order, they package it so fabulously. They try not to use wastes, and everything is recycled. I recycle everything that we get from them. So first off, they put our oils in these cardboard tubes, which are fabulous, and it says oils inside, and you just open them up and out slides your oils. So let's take a look here. And I did that earlier so that I wouldn't have to spend time doing that while you guys were waiting for me. So we have, what was the first one? Digest. So Digest is a wonderful oil. This oil is for any kind of, you know, digestive problems, from gas, heartburn, indigestion. Fantastic oil. One of the ones I was started on when I was younger. My aunt, I had a bellyache, and she let me put some of this on my belly, and I was just, wow, just really cool. Very cool. So let me look in here. I have my desk reference, that I use, and it's the older one, because I just love it, and it's got everything in it. So I've got some newer ones, but this one, it just seems to be the one that I always grab. So anyway, so we're going to do Digize. Anyway, Digize relieves digestion problems. It's including indigestion, heartburn, gas, and bloating. It combats candida and parasite infestations. So very good for that. These are good for cats and dogs as well. All right, and it has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. And speaking of which, I think what I'll do, I have an animal desk reference book as well. So this one is for our pets, and this one is a couple years old. I still have to grab the newer one, but this one is from Melissa Shelton. She did one years ago, and I still use it every now and then. I usually use my big desk reference, but anyway, let's see what she says about Digize, shall we? So, Kaya, go on. Essential oils. So Digize. Go on, Kai. Digize. All right. And it is a blend. So I go through here and find, here it is. Okay. And she's got Digize. Digize contains tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. Digize is likely one of the most commonly used essential oil blends in all forms of animals. It has been used extensively via the oral route, and dosages can become quite high with no ill effects. It is a bit of a hot oil, can be a bit uncomfortable for topical application to cats and smaller. Many cat owners have dripped this oil directly onto their cat's abdomen, rubbed their paws into a puddle of oil, or have dripped it directly into their mouth, much to their cat's disapproval. Such potent methods of use are rarely needed for cats, as they generally respond to much lighter approaches. Now, when I've used it for my cats, I usually, unless it's really something, that is really having a hard time, one of the cats are, usually I just rub it on myself and then I pet them. Can also do the lit aroma, and that's where you take your baking soda and your oil of choice, and you put it in there and you let it sit overnight, and then you have it in like a little shaker and you shake it into your litter, and not only does it help fantastically with the smell, but it also gives health benefits. So it's awesome with that too. Okay, so now let's go back to our orders. Where did I do with that paper? Okay, and that's not it. So what did I do with it? And here it is. All right. So now we have eucalyptus radiata. And most people know what eucalyptus is. If you are close to my age or whatever, I won't say how old I am, but if you are, ever were sick, your mom might have put some Vicks on your chest, a chest rub, or used a humidifier in your room to help you breathe better. Well, that's eucalyptus, but this, way better, not a synthetic, pure eucalyptus. doesn't get no better than this, you know. You're talking about the blood of the plant. That is what essential oils are. They are the living force of a plant. You know, you guys are used to herbs. Well, herbs are dried, so the life force has been dried right out of them. This is the living force. They're concentrated. That's why oils you don't have to use very much. You know, in cooking, a little toothpick swirled around usually will do it. Like if you want to put oregano in your spaghetti sauce, you know, take a toothpick, dip it in, you know, not have to pour a whole bunch of it in there. You know, that's why oils can last you, unless you're like me and you you use them for everything, anywhere, all the time, for every animal, every person. Um, you know, and I just love oils. So, uh, I like to have stock. I like to be stocked up, and we'll go over that too because I got quite a bit of. I've got quite a collection going on right now. All right, so then we have. Oh, did I read what it said? So eucalyptus. Let's see what they say. Now eucalyptus is a single oil. So let me go to E here, and all right. So we have eucalyptus. And now. There we go. Okay, and we're doing, there's like 3 or 4 different eucalyptus. So this one is radiata. So this oil is especially indicated for vaginitis, herpes infections, asthma, bronchitis, viral and respiratory conditions, and sinusitis. It is especially effective against herpes when combined with bergamot. Eucalyptus radiata is also beneficial for purifying and cleansing the air. And you can use it with birds and your exotic animals. And let's see what she says here. And you can do for cats, you want to do it, you know, diffuse it, or you want to put it in the kitty raindrop, and I'll be going over that with you guys too sometime. Or the lit aroma, like I told you, putting it in the litter. So eucalyptus, good for colds. All right, next thing we have is lavender. Ooh, the Swiss Army knife, the Swiss Army knife of oils, and a beautiful purple bottle of lavender. Lavender, you know, I've used this for so many things, especially when I first started in Young Living and didn't know a whole lot about the different types of oils. You can't go wrong. You know, I mean, from skin, you know, burns, skin, to relaxation, to sleep. You know, I've used it for headaches. I've used it for belly aches. I mean, just you name it. Uh, Not a lot that this wouldn't, you know, be good for. But I will tell you that if some of you who've been with me for many years here may have heard me say that my German Shepherd dog, Kenshi, was addicted to lavender. He was my oily dog, for sure. I couldn't open a bottle of oils without that boy running right in front of me, sitting down, and waiting for me to pour a little bit of oil into the palm of my hand, and he'd lick it out. But this was his favorite of all time, and so much so that he kind of burnt me out on the smell of it, to where I had a hard time opening a bottle of lavender for quite a while. I'm good now. So that's your lavender. All right, lavender. And then we have tea tree. All right, the infamous tea tree, Melaleuca. All right, so we have tea tree. And let's see. And this one, my daughter uses a lot. It's good for the skin. But let's see what it says for animals here. So if you'll hang on, let's see. It's a single tea tree. It's actually Melaleuca. So let me go here. There it is. Okay. Melaleuca alternifolia. Melaleuca is likely to be the most controversial essential oil used in animals. Also known as tea tree oil, became popular quickly, which spurred an abundance of poor quality, contaminated, and synthetically crafted and created oils. The flood to the consumer market was very quick, and it is true that poor quality Melaleuca essential oil has indeed killed cats. Cases of toxicity that have enough data to trace and research the events at hand have always revealed very poor grade and synthetic essential oils or their gross misuse. In one case, a bottle of essential oil was spilled and a cat came into contact with the spillage. The cat had a seizure the next day and died. The brand was a basic over-the-counter variety that can be purchased in any health food store. Please, 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 if you are not going to use Young Living's oils, do your research. Don't just pick up an oil from Walmart. Don't pick them up from the grocery store. You know, not every health food store has high quality oils. When it comes to oils, you pay for what you get. And that's not a joke. Uh, if you buy cheap oils, yeah, most likely you wasted your money and they should be thrown in the garbage can. Exactly where they belong. You know, if you can't ingest, if it doesn't say, if it says on the back of the bottle, do not ingest, keep out of reach of pets and children, throw it in the garbage. Because if you can't put it on your skin, you can't diffuse it into the air, it doesn't deserve to be anywhere other than the garbage can. The problem, and I will state this for a minute, and I know I've been talking for a while, but when it comes to oils and marketing, people, you know, the essential oil has just boomed here lately. You know, people are getting tired of all the synthetic chemicals that they're taking, you know, pharmaceutical medications and all the side effects and the toxins that we face every day in our world as soon as we open the front door, you know. So people are starting to be, you know, looking to go back to nature and using all natural medicine. I mean, it was the first medicine. Um, you know, it goes with the human body and the animal's body. You know, it can be broken down. Synthetics cannot. Um, we'll get into all that later. But anyway, 5% oil. Say that a company puts 5% lavender in a bottle of lavender oil, and the rest of it's adulterated and it's all synthetic. They can still label it as pure lavender oil. They can say, as long as there's 5% of the actual oil in that bottle, they can state that it's 100% pure. And that is the sad thing about the oil industry that isn't regulated enough. Because then you get these, you know, garbage oils that do damage. You know, people are looking to, you know, help their animals, help themselves, and then, you know, something horrific happens because they bought an oil from Walmart that said was lavender, and you know, it wasn't. Or let me rephrase that: it was, but only 5% of it. So anyway, do your research. Know where your oils come from. Learn. You should know how they're grown. Do they have pesticides? Do they not? How are they distilled? Um, you know, all kinds of factors go into making sure that every bottle of oil that I get from Young Living, I know that it's going to do what I expect it to do, because Young Living goes through all the trouble of making sure that there's never any pesticides, that the soil is good, not been contaminated with any blown pesticides from anywhere else. They don't use pesticides. They will use, plants. They hand weed. Um, you can go to the Young Living farm. They actually grow. They do testing. They also outsource testing to be done, so it's not just from them, on every batch of oil, and just a ton of things. And I have been lucky enough to be able to visit the lavender farms in Mona, Utah, 3 different times, and it's one of my favorite places to go. I'm hoping that here in the near future, I'm able to visit a bunch of the other farms all over the world. So anyway, know your source, you know, and if the oil company can't tell you, you know, how they grow it, how they distill it, is there pesticide, then find one that does, because it's important. If you want a pure product, then that's what you should do. And if not, you can't lose with Young Living. Their products are beyond just they're the best. I'm gonna say it. They are the best oils. They've been in business for 25 years. They care about their customers. They care about their members. They care about the environment. They care about animals. I mean, the feather owl, a portion of the sales goes to the aviary sanctuary. Also, the animal sense line, a portion goes to, I believe, and I don't want to quote this, but I do believe a portion of it goes to the bears sanctuary. Um, so, Young Living donated lots of land in Utah for animals and for conservation. So, just an FYI, do your research if you're not going to use Young Living oils, and use them at your risk, because it's too scary out there. Why would you go with anything else when you can get the best oils right to your door, delivered right to your door? Love my oils. Anyway, okay, so let's get back to it. All right. So now we went through purification, or tea tree. Did I go through purification? Yeah, I think so. I went through tea tree. So purification. I thought I did this one, but maybe not. Purification is a must for people with pets. Animals, this is a very used oil around this house. I have used this for respiratory infections in our cats. I have used it to diffuse. It is one of the best to get rid of smell and the respiratory infections that the cats had. I've used it with, and also for let's see, my daughter just left. Let's see, let me pull it up. So purification is a blend. It has, let's see, lavender, it has citronella, it has myrtle, it has rosemary, it has tea tree in it. And all right, purification. Purification contains citronella, lemongrass, lavandin, rosemary, melaleuca, and myrtle. So I was right. This blend is excellent at eliminating odors from skunk, smell to doggy odor. Purification can be added to animal scent shampoo or Thieves household cleaner for an extra therapeutic and de-skunking bath. Purification diffusion is critical in animal environments for the control of odors, reduction of transmission of disease, and boosting of the immune system. I like to share this with rescues and shelters. I believe that if we could get them diffusing, not only would it help on the transmission of other diseases and kennel coughs and all of that, I believe that it would also relax them. So, you know, just like other people who use, synthetic chemicals, sprays, and all that good stuff, I would prefer diffusing any day. So, let's see, what else does it say? Purification is excellent for kennel cough, fungal, respiratory infections, ear mites, ear infections, lacerations, abscesses, insect bites, insect repellent. That's what I use it for as well. External parasites and upper respiratory infections. And it's a go-to oil for your external parasites. And it's been used on all species for that purpose. So, very important oil that I have in my arsenal here for the animals that I care for and love. And then what do we got? It should be coming close. I've got orange. I get orange as well. I love my orange. So I got 2 bottles of orange. This one I love. It's so good. It's like you just cut open a nice, juicy, sweet orange. Just fantastic. I mean, it smells fantastic. All right, so let's see what orange says. And orange, of course, is a single oil. So let's see. Orange. Let's see what they say about orange oil. And I diffuse orange a lot. So, and my animals, they have a cat room that they can always go to. I always make sure that there's one room at least that doesn't have a diffuser on. I make sure that they can always, exit the room if they don't like the smell of an oil. When you're using them with animals, you just, you've got to use, some common sense as well. You don't want to, lock an animal in a cage and, put a diffuser right next to them. And you don't want to pour a bunch of oils on them. All right. So orange. Orange oil has been used extensively in all species of animals in almost every way imaginable. With a high limonene content, orange oil is well indicated for anti-tumoral benefits. Orange oil is commonly used for cancer, depression, and for health in general. Orange is a photosensitizing oil. Avoid applying to the skin that will be exposed to sunlight or a full spectrum UV light within 24 hours. So, you do not want to put on orange oil on a dog or a cat and then let them go outside when it's sunny out, or they'll, turn orange. The oil is used commonly in the feather spray for birds, and we have not noted a photosensitizing issue for fully feathered birds at this time. However, I would still advise caution, as many birds using the feather spray recipe are missing feathers and have fully exposed skin. So, caution with full and natural sunlight is more likely needed than with the full spectrum indoor lighting, commonly used for birds and reptiles. All right. Then what else do I have? Spearmint. Oh, this one is one of my husband's favorites. This is like the gum. I'm not joking. Smells so terrific. Now, spearmint is a single oil, so let's look it up and see what. Well, this one I don't really know that I've used it with an animal yet. I don't think. Spearmint is used in animals for a variety of conditions, including increasing metabolism for obesity, as a mucolytic, breaks up mucus, as a gallbladder stimulant for liver disorders, and as a digestive aid. Spearmint is commonly used within citrus fresh, Endoflex, GLF, and thyramine. Huh. All right, and I think we're getting close. Yes, last one is Emu Power. Now, this one I've never had. This is the first time I bought this one. And it's supposed to be very good for animals. And it's a blend. So let me pull it up and read you what this one's about. All right. Emu Power. Again, it looks like this. All right. Well, let's see. I guess I should use this hand. No, there we go. Okay. Emu Power contains cistus, frankincense, oregano, Idaho tansy, cumin, clove, hyssop, ravensara, and mountain savory. This essential oil blend is basically indicated whenever a healthier immune system is needed, which is basically every situation. Even in cancer, the immune system is the responsible party for the elimination of the disorder. So I wanted to make sure I got this because, you know, anything that's going to help the immune system, especially in the cat that I'm doing raindrops and giving. Oh, did I tell you that? We have a cat that showed up at our home months ago, and he was in really rough shape. And we cared for him, took care of him. I used my oils. I used my Animal Sense ointment on him, and we got him healed up and looking good. And my daughter and him, they built a bond. And so she said that she was going to keep him, give him a home, because he was a stray. He had been around for months here. And anyway, so I said, well, we got to get him fixed. So took him to the vets, and I ended up having to take him to a vet that I don't go to often, because mine wasn't in. And anyway, we take him there. Anyway, we get a call, thinking that everything's good. We get a call that he has heartworm and FIV. And if you aren't familiar with FIV, that is kind of a form of similar to an HIV in humans. So the vet there, when they called, advised us that we should put him down because a long time ago, when a cat was diagnosed with FIV, The first instinct was they can't be around other animals, you know, they'll pass it on to them. Well, now there's been, real research done, and it has been founded that FIV does not necessarily mean a death warrant for a cat. A cat is not, you don't want to put him back outside where he's, fighting every day and, fighting with all these stray cats, because that's how it will be spread. Um, from what I researched, it's from deep wound bites, which usually occur outside. So, um, anyway, my daughter and him, got the bond, and she wanted to keep him, and I thought it was great, give him a good home. Uh, and so, but the vet that saw him and neutered him advised us to put him down. And that kind of irritated me, that was their first instinct. Uh, Especially when I'm not a vet and I have done research on it and know that it shouldn't be a death warrant for a cat. You know, they can still live, 10, 15 years. You know, you have to support the immune system. That's why I've got him on multi-greens and omega gies. It's your omegas, your fish omegas. Um, that's why I bought the Immu Power. Do the raindrops on him so we can boost boost his immune system, help his immune system be strong enough to, try to fight it. And we're going to do some other things that see if we can help him. So, anyway, that is it. Like I said, my oils, they come on, mine are on the 5th of each month. And let me see here. So, anyway, I have a few things sitting out here. I have Young Living's Ningxia Zing. This is awesome. Oh, it tastes fantastic. It is kind of like your Red Bull and your energy drinks. But this one is hydrating and doesn't have any of the junk in it. And it's good for you. This is so cute. My husband, when he signed up, he was able to get the new kit that Young Living is offering, the Welcome Home Kit. And it comes with a ton of citrus type oils and Valor. And anyway, love the wood case. Fabulous. Just thought it was awesome. Love that it sits nicely. I mean, this could actually go great for vitality oils and put them in the kitchen. Because don't forget, you can cook with them. You can do, anything and everything with them. So there's that. And then I have, let me see if I can show you. All right. Now, this is my kit. Well, one of my kits. This is got all my stuff. I've got here's some Thieves mints. There's a empty perfume. This is my little Ningxia Red USB. Love it. It's a little thumb drive. It's so cute. Love that. I got that at convention. I have a diffuser necklace, another one, of course, and another one. Mine broke. I've actually got another one hidden in there. The one I really, really loved. That's kind of like my bracelet. It's a clear little glass one, but anyway, well, let me put you up here for just a second. Let's see here. That way I can put this back in. Okay. And then I've got some roller bottles. We have Deep Relief, Valor, peace and calming, and rutabaga. And then we have these, which are cute. I've got these on my purse. This is the owl. I've got a fox. You put our thieves' hand sanitizers, the small ones, in there. And you can attach it to your purse. Very cool. And what else do I have? Oh, well, and then, of course, we have the big case. And real quick, I will show you that one before we go. Let you see that one. Because that one is big and it's heavy. Okay. Now, okay. Oh, I have a, let's see. I have a little YL. Let's go here. Can I show you that? Let's see. There it is. Okay. This is a little, I've got it on a keychain. It's a keychain, but it's a little bag, and my oils are full, so I was kind of running out of room where to put my big oil, so I have a bottle of citronella and I believe patchouli in here. Yes, so it's cute. It's just cute. All right, and I got that one at a convention. I'm not sure which convention I got that one. All right, so here is the big kit. This one is the Roma Complete kit. And this one, I forget. Hang on a second. Let me get this open for you. Otherwise, my oils will fall out if I don't open it correctly. Oh, boy, the smell on this is fantastic. All right. So let me get my cord here. All right. Now, I have to move this here. I guess what I'll do, let me set you down for a second, and then I can hop up, and I can open this for you. Ouch, so you guys can see it. Oh, no. Okay, now that is fun. Okay. All right. So, let's see here. Set some of this in here. All right. Now, the only problem I have is that they will, some of them will fall out on the top here of these. It's always the very top ones. All right. Let's look here. All right. Oh, and the Digize I was going to put, yes, okay. I try to put any of my special oils in this case. And the smaller case I have down there, the one that I showed you, that I have for pretty much everything. You know, my everything. So anyway, let's get looking at this. Okay, let me see if I can, there we go. So here we go. This one has, you know, let me see if I can zoom away. Let's see here. If I can zoom away so you can actually see what the kit looks like. I'm going to have to remember. I don't know if it's like 100 and something. I don't remember how many. 124 oils. I'm not quite sure. But I do try to make sure I have, you know, in case of emergency. You never know. I've got the Feelings kit. I've got the, you know, raindrop kit in here. I've got Golden Touch. I've got, of course, the everyday, that's, you know, everyday oil kit. That is a kit that I buy often. You know, it has the everyday oils that you use in there. They're great for me. They're small enough that I can give to my daughter, to my husband. He can take them. They're awesome to travel with. I've got a couple other cases, little smaller ones that I can take on the road with us. Sometimes I'll take this one if I want to share uh, with other truckers, or you know, um, just if I want to be prepared. But most of the time, I have another little case that I take that goes for the truck. And Tim, my husband, he's got his oils with him all the time in there as well. He's got certain ones that he likes the best. So, you know. Anyway, this is my kit, and that's me sharing with you guys today. I apologize for it being so long, but I had a good time. I hope you guys have yourself an awesome Thursday afternoon, and we will come by and stop in to see how you guys are doing tomorrow, and then I can show you all my babies and let you see how they are growing. You guys have a fabulous afternoon. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.